I'm excited, are you?
Yeah, very. This production company.
What is this place? Is this like
It's a TV production company.
studio?
Well, I think so. Yeah, they just emailed us and said, "Can we interview you for your podcast and everything?" So I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to turn that down." I don't know what channel it is. Probably somewhere 926 on Sky.
I know. It looks very secure around here. They've got all security systems. Is this?
I know exactly.
Is this the place?
Yeah, looks like an house.
Maybe it's one of them sneaky houses. You know, that goes downstairs. It's got a place.
We don't know what we're walking into.
Oh, but it's there.
Viewers.
Oh,
Hello. Hello.
Hello, come in.
oh, there's a voice.
Oh,
This must be.
Alright.
This must be the place here.
it's more like a kitchen than a studio, though, isn't it?
It's a joint kitchen studio. I don't know about the lighting in this place, no?
I don't. It's a
They're
kitchen.
very professional lights, though. Maybe they get light over time.
It's a kitchen.
It's
Kitchen studio.
I think it is a kitchen.
We've been mugged up there.
We've been
Oh, let's go and speak to him.
We wouldn't be.
Where's that producer bloke? We need to speak to him.
They wake up in the morning and brush their teeth. They bring out a podcast after sleep. They go to the toilet and after they eat, the only way to watch two random sheets. They live their lives on the road just to bring you some comedy gold. One's getting bold but the other's getting old. The only way to watch two random sheets. They met some people on the road, some pretty famous and others are dopes. Ain't no scripts and just the jokes with coffee stains all over their nose. They don't like British drivers, they don't like VIPs, they don't like full car parks, neither do we. They don't like lazy bastards when you can watch free. They don't like Christmas shopping, just buy it online like me. They go to sleep and brush their teeth. They finish a podcast after sleep. They go to the toilet, the only way to watch.
No. You can't come on camera.
There's a lot.
Why?
No, because you're not allowed to cross that bit. It's only us on the camera.
What, even though you're in my house?
Oh, it is.
Well, we thought it was a studio first of all, so no, you can stay there, please.
Okay.
I might just quickly check the script before we get going. I'll just check that script.
Alright.
So this is where we're going to do the naked scene.
Yeah,
That bit there.
yeah.
What, completely?
That's why I've got loose clothing on.
Ah, I ain't got pants on.
Well, it's just got to be naked anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Pants on, does it?
that's true. Alright, there's it.
Alright. Don't lose that,
No, I won't lose it.
because it'll be amateurish.
We just roll back here, naked.
Hmm?
Naked.
Then no, you're not joining in the naked scene either. I know you're trying to do everything to get on the camera, but no, you stay there.
We could have a bath. I might have a bath.
Together.
No, I might just have a quick bath before we start.
Alright. Can you run him a bath? Have you got a bath here?
Yeah.
Can you run him a
With a
bath?
shower. I might shower.
With or without bubbles?
Oh, we got a bubble. Oh, you've got salt.
So it might not be a very good studio. Might not be a very good studio, but bubbles in the bath.
We'll have a bath.
The only bubbles I want to get is if I have wind in the bath.
Where's the makeup lady? Are you a makeup lady? I thought,
Yeah,
you know when you was reading it, it said makeup
Is
provides
it we're going to be too shiny?
full makeover.
Have you got a
You
makeup
boys
lady?
don't need makeup. You're gifted enough as it is.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, of course we will.
Oh, I don't need
So we don't need makeup.
Not
I
at all.
thought it was going to be proper like
Maybe it's
every 30
There's no
seconds someone
makeup
dabbing
to
our
make you
face.
look any better than you already look.
Oh, look at that.
I'm going to be paying there. It's what a lovely studio.
Maybe
you've
they
got.
do it after in After Effects, something.
Yeah, we'll see what the bill is.
Yeah. Oh, we've got to pay for this.
Are you two ready to start?
I think,
You're a little bit hungry now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
What you got in the fridge?
Well, what do you want?
You hungry?
Well, if there's food going on, we've got to get started.
Should we have a quick bacon sandwich?
Alright, bacon
Do
sandwich.
it like making the next time, Johnny Clay.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice, isn't it? Getting the sandwiches.
Can't go wrong. Starting now. No, you said let's start.
There you go, boys.
Thank you. Look at that. Look at that. Superb. Have you got more bacon than me?
Well, because I'm the favourite. I'm the favourite more popular sheep.
Sauce?
Oh, sauce. You having a bit of sauce on yours?
No, I don't have sauce.
No, you do.
Thank you either.
No, I don't have sauce. Do you?
No, I never have sauce.
Look at that.
Brilliant stuff. Right, we're starting.
Yeah, we're starting there.
Are you ready now, you've eaten?
Oh, yeah, it was nice. That was a nice sandwich, wasn't it?
Yeah, really safe.
How you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I could
ready to rock
I'm
and
a
roll
bit
when you
close to the dry now.
You're definitely ready. You don't want anything else, no more tea, no
I'll have a
more
coffee if
coffee.
you're making one.
No, another coffee then. No
Thank you.
problem.
Cheers.
I don't want anything. Some water.
God, it's nice to have coffee, no? Should I do a bit?
No, I don't want to share your cup, do I?
A bit.
No, I don't.
I'll put it down there. No, still it. We'll clean that up after. Alright, yeah, don't worry about the floor. Alright. Ready? You ready?
Are you ready now?
Yeah, I think, oh, hang on.
Because if we don't get started, it'll be lunchtime.
I've
Then
just
it
got to take this
will
phone call. Hang on. It's an important one.
Hello?
Is it George?
Hello? No, I'm busy. No. No, we'll be at the bookstore next week, signing books.
Is that the old signing?
Next week. No, I'm busy now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I'll tell you then, boys, how did you two meet? Because you seem to have different stories.
Well, there is two stories.
That's a good question, huh?
There's your story and there's my story.
Well, it's a true version, and then you're
Yeah, there's a right version and a wrong
and
version.
then your mother's version.
Right.
It's over a tin.
Well, there's the true version, there's Mark's version.
That's who's Mark? But it happened over a tin.
It was all about a tin. This is how we met. My version.
You alright, sir?
Hello.
I've just noticed from a distance you've got a tin.
Yeah, nutritious, lovely lunch. My favourite.
I love it. Would you just open it and drink it out? I love it. I love a tin. I have that too.
Do you?
Oh, I absolutely love a tin of spaghetti bolognese. It's got his 1 a day. Do you know that?
Is it?
It's one of your 5 a day.
I
love
really
a
like
tin.
them. I
We can
can't
have
eat
that.
two though.
We can have that for your lunch.
Yeah, I'm going to take it home in the microwave. 2 minutes. Lovely bit of
Oh, yeah?
toasted bread. It's my favourite thing in the world. What's your name?
Do you put it in the microwave? My name's Adam. What's your name?
Val.
Oh, nice to meet you, Val.
Some people call me Vince.
Vince.
Yeah, Val Vince.
I like-
Edward.
I like-
Middle name Edward.
Edward.
Descended from Rory.
No.
Yeah, descended
Really?
from Rory. Yeah.
I like sitting this way round. It feels quite comfortable.
Yeah, it's a nice wall. It's just a nice little spot. I come here quite
Do
often.
you know I collect stones?
Really?
Yeah, I collect stones. I've got to be off now because apparently there's a couple of stones down there. I'm just gonna
All right.
go and have a look at. Oh,
Make sure you get them stones. Enjoy a tin. Go and buy yourself a couple of tins.
See you later, Edward.
All right. Quite a nice bloke. He's took me tin. Hey! Can't believe he's nicked me tin. I'm going to find him. He's round here somewhere, I know it's because I saw what way he went. Where are you, you little bastard? There he is! Right, let's have it. There he is. Oi! Oh, there he goes. He's got to get one of them horses. I'm sure he is. Right, let's grab one of these. Right, he's going to get this. Have that! Right, get up. What a shot. Tin. Where's the tin?
You got me.
This ain't the tin. It's the wrong tin. That's not the tin.
This is how we met. My version. Right, sir. I noticed just from a distance here you had a tin.
Yeah, it's really nutritious, healthy lunch.
Is it?
Yeah, really tasty.
My name's Adam, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name's Val Vince.
Val Vince.
Yeah, Val Vince.
My name's Adam Vince.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a coincidence.
I know.
You like these tins? They're really
Yeah,
nice, really
I
tasty.
don't mind them.
You
I
should,
I collect stones.
Do you?
Yeah.
Stones, really?
Yeah, I like them. But anyway, I'm going to put your tin down there.
All right,
I just
okay.
saw it from a distance. I just noticed it's the label stands out for miles.
Yeah, it's
and I
really,
thought,
it's really tasty, cheap as well. Some people eat two, it's too many for me.
no, I do have to.
Do you?
Yeah.
Have you had them before then?
Yeah, normally tin.
Well,
There's a label. It stands out for miles away. I love a tin.
It's really nice to meet you, but I need to go and buy some Toblerone and Tizer
Oh, all right.
for my dessert, because I've got a lunch appointment anyway with in a shop round the corner.
All right then,
I'm going to
Val
get some
Vince.
Toblerone and Tizer.
I'll see
Nice
you
to meet
later.
nice to meet you, Adam Vince.
See you later.
We might be related. Never know.
Maybe,
Never know.
maybe.
Cheers, Adam. Thanks.
What a nice bloke. Brilliant bloke. Tin. Absolutely love a tin. Oh, he's forgot his tin. I better go and give him his tin back.
trying to be friendly and everything, but he was a little bit straight. He's following me now. What's he following? Oh, these people are weird round here, I tell you.
I can't believe he's got the tin. I think that's him. Hey, you forgot your tin! You forgot it! What are you doing? Why are you driving me on the car? What are you doing? I'm trying to help! I'm trying to help!
This bloke is absolutely crazy. Jesus. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
You forgot your tin. You left it on the bench.
Oh,
Alright, well nice to see you anyway.
thanks for that. It's the wrong tin though.
That's the one I found on the bench.
But it's not the same tin.
Okay then, see ya. See you later.
Tin?
See ya.
No.
I've still got the tin. I fobbed him off.
See, I told you I was right. No, my story was right.
Did you see that stunt man on the roof though?
He cost too much money.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, not having him again. But my story's still right. So that's how we met. That was my version was definitely right.
There was two versions of how we met and that's him.
Well, he included a tin, so that'd been a tin of beer in his hand, I suspect.
No, I don't drink it.
Tin of beer.
Yeah.
Was it a tin of beer? I thought it was
No.
beans.
So did you grow up together, or did you grow up separately?
Oh, that's another good question.
Yeah, no, we grew up separately. We weren't, as we've established, we met later on in life. But I found some things out about Adam.
I found some things out about you as well.
So we've done
We've all
some
found
digging.
things out about Mark.
Over the last few years, we've done some digging on each other. And found out quite a few interesting things, to say the least.
Is he wearing a suit? How many film crews he got? He's got two film crews. Is he wearing a suit now? He's not wearing a suit. Oh. How many film crews he got? Two. How many have I got? Alright. He's definitely not wearing a suit. If he's not wearing a suit, I'm keeping this on. Alright, who's doing the first scene? I'll do the first scene. Does he know he's only in it for a little while? Yeah? Alright, then I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. First scene, I'll do the first scene. It's going to be the car chase scene. So here we are at the church that Val Vincent Vince was christened. All his names he was christened here. Val, Vince, Wing. Just a couple of others at Potato Head, Walnut. All of them were christened here. What I'm going to try to do now, this has never been done before, I'm going to try to get exclusive. Cut that bit out so it looks like I'm saying exclusive and not inclusive. Inside footage of the church. We've got to keep quiet now because it is a church. Follow me. Get one of the film crew to follow me. Look at the stealth. Don't get the.
Oh.
This is the plaque they put up for his third name. So here we are at the church. Maybe this little talk. I'm going to go and find out if the vicar wants us to film it. Nah. It's the wrong church.
This building here, behind me, is where Adam grew up. This was his house as a child. He is the youngest of 16 children born to his mother, all boys. His dad went out when Adam was 1 to get a loaf of bread, never been seen since, father to all of them, hasn't been seen since the boy. This is where they lived, 3 rooms, 2 bedrooms, 8 boys in 2 of the beds in each room. Mum used to sleep in the rocking chair. She worked bloody hard, his mum did, Sheila. Really, really hard. She had a hard life. And in fact, she was the only woman, because he went to an all-boys school, which you will be seeing later on, She was the only woman he ever saw in his life until he was 16, and he met his beloved Mrs. Winch, of whom there'd be more later as well. So this is the home where he grew up, youngest of 16 boys. They had wonderful times here, wonderful times. Hard times, but wonderful.
But we have exclusive footage. I managed to track down the area where Vincent used to live. He said it was by a apple orchard. This is the apple orchard. There's 4 trees, none of them are even apples. This tower block back here is where it was brought up. Don't know if you can quite see it. It was top floor, third to the left, I think, top floor. That's the one he was lived in. I can't confirm that, but I can confirm this is the apple orchard. And I'll show you why. Marked into here, you can't quite see, it says Vince. That's all the proof we needed that this is the world famous apple orchard that Vince used to hang around with when he was a child. When he was a kid, he used to run round here. This is the area of green. He was a goalkeeper at one stage. He was a goalkeeper this, and then he'd put his coat down at the other end, and he would be the goalkeeper. Most of the time his trousers would fall down. He was known as Bum. It was just to the other kids, he was just known as Bum because all they saw from him was his bum.
Someone should give me a conker. I don't know why they give me a conker, but stuff it. I don't know what I want a conker for. Anyway, this lovely little scenery here is where Adam, as a child, with his 15 brothers and his mum, would come down. They would only come at night because obviously his mum wouldn't let him see any other females. And they used to play poo sticks on this very bridge. 16 of them in a line on this bridge, squeezed in. Adam, being the youngest, used to put his head through like that. Now we know about his fear of water. Obviously that came as an adult on his fishing boat trips. A couple of times he fell in, a couple of times he had to be hauled out again. He never won a race though, never won the poo stick race. Every time his stick went in, he'd run over to the other side excited. Never ever saw his stick come out the other side. Ever. It's probably still under there. Still under the bridge. Poor old little Adam, 4 years old, didn't have a chance against all them older brothers, did he? Does make you wonder.
I tried to get into the room of the flat. They weren't having it. I thought this was a nice area, but if they used this to... What's it to protect them from? I don't like it, Andy. I don't like it at all.
So you had a good childhood?
Yeah, nice area you grew up in.
Yeah, so
What
was
were
yours.
the big cabin things for?
Oh, it was just part of the furniture.
Oh, part of the furniture,
Part of the furniture is.
Wow, that was a nice area.
Yeah, yeah, I don't really remember it much.
No, neither do I. I have to get out there quick now. If you ain't from there, you can't hang around.
Oh, security, mate.
Yeah, security.
If your face don't fit, you ain't getting in.
That security manager, 15 years old.
There's my cousin.
Is it? Yeah. I think you're all cousins around here, are you?
Yeah, pretty much. There's quite a link. The bloodline's quite a familiar one.
You weren't friends growing up then, so how come you know so much about each other's early lives?
Well, I have speed dial on my phone to Adam's mum, Shirley.
Oh, did she? Did she fill you in, did she? I didn't know nothing about this.
2 hours we was on the phone.
Oh,
She didn't call me. She told me loads of stuff. I don't know how you found stuff out about me. I don't think you have. Probably not. But that's how I found out, just through his mum. She offered up everything.
Everything at all?
There was stuff I couldn't even mention.
Like the ginger ale?
All of it. Absolutely all of it.
I've pretty much everything from you I've got off,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Wikipedia.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Everything.
That's why it's there.
Everything was there.
I write my own Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Anything else
Your
you
mum
need to
does
say,
yours.
I'll tell you later.
I do need to be more...
Your mum does yours.
Yeah, she does my own Wikipedia. Got my own website and everything.
One sheet.
This is the exact spot where Adam lost his virginity to the aforementioned, the lovely Mrs. Winch. We said he hadn't seen another woman till he was 16, and he met her for the first time he was ever allowed out down the shops. He met her, bumped into her, they fell in love instantly. She did, however, being a sensible lady, make him wait 2.5 years. 2.5 years till she brought him here, where they both deflowered each other. This grass, lovely bank. It must have been very, very comfortable. It was summertime, so there was no worries. But I know he did tell me, he hasn't told me the full story because he doesn't tell me many things like that. But he did say the night he lost his virginity, he woke up in the morning and there was 8,000 gnat bites on his arse. That's probably from that lovely summer night there, on this very spot.
Telephone. This telephone box right here, world famous, these English red phone boxes, was where Vince was conceived. He was conceived like this. One would have been like that, other like that. He was conceived there. It's world famous. This is one of them shrines. People have shrines up. People come and just sit here like this. I know. And where Vince was conceived. This is how this phone box now is a listed building due to that reason. Due to that, it still smells a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, it still smells a bit, yeah? I don't think it's been cleaned since.
Well, hi. This is where Adam had his first ever job. The big red boat. He was a fisherman on the boat. He lasted about 3 hours. Fell in the sea. He's been scared of water ever since. If you look on the boat closely, there's a sign near the back that says danger. That sign weren't there. That to improve all their health and safety reasons and records, just because he fell in. So he almost made that company bankrupt because of the fact for 3 hours on a boat he fell in. He can't go to the water since. You should have a shower with him in the room. It's panic stations. I mean, bath night on a Sunday is just ridiculous. His wife has a nightmare. She literally has to drag him up kicking and screaming like a 5-year-old who don't want to get in the bath. But what's made it a little bit easier for him, she's got him a nice collection of 6 rubber ducks, all different sizes. Once he sees them, he's in that bath like a good one. But he won't go swimming ever since the moment he fell in trying to fish. One of his many jobs.
Vincent McVince told me a story once how he bought a house off a bloke in a pub. I've tracked down that house. This, my friends, is that house. This is the house. It cost him 54 shillings. 54 shillings for this. Yeah. This was the outside toilet in here. It's now locked up. This was the, just behind here was the front room, and then you had a single bed sit over there. Also, when he was here, he told me he lost a conker, and he went on about this conker for years. I have an exclusive yet again. The conker. The conker that Vince McVince lost. I'm amazed I found that.
What you may or may not be aware of about our Adam is the fact that he was treated in the building behind me, number 2. It's a rehab centre. He's a stoner. He had 3 weeks in rehab 3 years ago, and because he's addicted to collecting stones. He just had this fascination. He couldn't go to the beach or anywhere like that, so we got him some rehab at really expensive money.
Look at this one.
What?
Look, do you think it's from the moon?
Very nice, very nice. Go away.
I think it's from the moon.
It's very nice. Go away. As you can see, the extortionate amount of money that we paid, that the Sheets paid off, really, because his addiction clearly hasn't worked. He is still addicted to stones, and we have to be really careful if he goes to the beach, if he goes anywhere that there's gravel on someone's drive, anywhere. His addiction as a stoner is completely unfounded. We don't know what even the addiction caused him.
This alleyway here, this is the alleyway Vince used to cut down when he was shoplifting. The shops were just the other side. He used to cut down this alleyway and it would make it over to his house. Sometimes, you probably ain't going to see it, but he would jump on a jetty, jump on a boat, and he'd be off to the other side of the river with his little bag of frazzles. This is Vincent's first job. See these chimneys that are here somewhere in the long set? He painted the top. No one has ever met someone that's painted the top. You now have. Them white bits took him 17 years to do per tower. 17 years to do one tower, 17 years to do the second tower. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The man's a genius. If I didn't come up with a word, it wouldn't have been on there. Yeah, but if I didn't type it, it comes to me in a dream. If I didn't put it in a sentence, an example, then it wouldn't have gone on there. Actually, it did get removed once because the sentence weren't good enough.
What's he saying?
I ain't having that. I'm sick of this. Constant. We're trying to film. Get here. Get here. This bench right here, ladies and gentlemen, was where Vince, a 10-year-old Vince, popped his cherry. Right on here. He told me about a young lady, Agnes Agneson she was 52, he was 10. Lucky sod, unbelievable the luck that boy gets. I can't believe you got the bit in there with How did you find the location where I lost my virginity?
Because you're...
Hey, no, look, where's the director? I need to speak to someone about this. I'm not happy about them scenes coming. I told you to cut them out and don't play with them sort of scenes.
Yeah, but you already hit it up.
Oh. Well, we'll leave them scenes in here. How did you find the alien?
Well, you don't have to hide your mum on speed dial.
Oh, she told you?
Mrs. Winch, speed dial too.
I thought someone was watching.
Yeah, see?
Must have been her. What's your job?
What about it?
Painting the old chimney.
Oh yeah, it's a bit scary. That's what I'm
How did
saying.
you get up there?
Huh?
Is there like one ladder that goes up, or
Oh, it's too complicated to explain.
you just how often you just got to paint the top? It's white.
It takes so long, by the time you get around to the beginning again, it's like...
Oh, so it's a constant job.
Oh, it's a constant job, you're just going around.
So just round and round painting the other one, then you go to paint the
Yeah, just
again,
round
you
and
just
round,
keep going.
constantly round and round and round. Just not as bad as you know, being scared of the old water.
Oh, it's
What's it like when you have a bath?
toe goes in and I'm out. I don't like the water, but what about the old shoplifting days?
No, God, behind me, forget all that.
You sure that-
I can't believe you put even that in. People are going to watch this. I could be charged for that.
Criminal.
It's historic crime. That is historic crime.
Can I still be charged for that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going.
you best go.
Don't let anyone see this.
Do you want like your face so it's like,
Yeah, blur it out.
Blur it out the whole time.
Pixelated.
or like
You
shadow?
used to nick things.
Have we got that?
Did it? No. Oh.
So you're now famous known as two random sheets.
Yeah.
Why random and why sheets?
Why, with a name.
Sheets is easy. Right, it was originally going to be 2 chairs. But the name had been taken in all formats.
Do you remember when we were on the bus discussing the name? On the bus.
The name had been taken on Twitter for 2 chairs because we was going to be sitting
In
on
2
2
chairs,
chairs.
yeah.
We found our studio, where to do it and everything.
We would took pictures of chairs, didn't
Yeah,
we?
this
Chairs
is
together.
just for our promo pic. But on Twitter, we would have had to have something like the number 2 and then an underscore on the word chairs.
Yeah, it didn't work. Did it?
And we call money sheets. So how much was that? It was 20 sheets.
We
So the
didn't
sheet-
rent in that sense, I don't think.
No, and the sheets bit came first. The random bit, I don't know where that come from, do you?
I think we added the random so we can do anything.
Variety of topics.
Yeah. So if you went for the Star Wars sheets,
Yeah,
always
it's
got
all Star Wars, yeah.
the technology.
But we
sheets.
didn't discuss that. I think it just came out of the blue. It was quite random. We got
Yeah,
random.
yeah, I can't remember. I remember the sheets and the chairs, but I don't remember the random bit as much.
No, I don't. Sheets and the chairs definitely, but the random bit, because as he said, it was going to be talk about everything and anything.
We're just heading this documentary.
That large selfie stick.
No, it's the film crew behind Selfie Stick.
Oh yeah.
Selfie Stick. Why
I
did you
didn't
say
realise
selfie
that was
stick?
Start again.
We're just heading back to the cars. What are they?
Trailers.
Trailer. Just heading to the trailers now.
Lunch.
Gonna get some lunch, coffee. I ain't had a coffee yet, have you?
Coffee.
Have you had a coffee?
Coffee, no.
Have you had anything to eat?
No.
We need to change filming location, get some food and some beverage.
You ain't bought me wallet though, so you're going to have to steal it.
How much money you got on you?
About £1.5.
£1.5. Oh, £1. No, that £1 you owe me, because I'll give you that for the parking.
Oh yeah. So I got 8 now. It's like you're on 11 with a selfie stick. 11.
Got the old drone out, getting some aerial shots.
What's on the seat?
What was that?
Trying to trap me.
The greatest. Hey. Just get some wide shots. Get in.
You see, there's my Swede. Look.
Get in. You want to spin it?
Oh, look, my vertigo.
I ain't buying in now.
I'm in the shandy of the sandwich. That's going to be a tenner for me, it's going to be I'm going to comments all the time.
Yeah. Back on the candy for some balance. Let's just slip in, get a drink, then I come out with the tip.
It's only only if they come back to McDonald's.
Yeah, we say we ain't had nothing. We're the stars of the show.
No,
Just having a break from filming. Burger King. What you got out of burger?
I don't know, some burger. I ain't been here for years.
I've never been in this one with you.
But secret location.
single location Burger King. He's starving the boy.
Oh, I need him for that hour and a half.
Size 8. Just going past Val's favourite shop. He's literally just popped in there. As you can see from behind, I'm a bit embarrassed for him. Here he is. There's the peeper. There's the peeper. Hey, where you been? You been in that shop again?
Nowhere.
He's been in that shop. You've been in that shop again, ain't you?
I've been anywhere.
You have been in. What you got in the bag?
Nothing.
Let's have a look. What you got in the bag? You ain't got a Toblerone. What you got in that bag?
Toblerone.
How much it cost?
$9.99.
What'd you get? Not that butt plug again, surely. So here we are in sunny England, as you can see by the Union Jack. Val's favourite chocolate bar. This is what we're going to talk about. Val's favourite chocolate bar. Toblerone. He loves Toblerone. He'd do anything for Toblerone. He cans the triangles.
Someone mentioned Toblerone.
See what I mean? He can smell a Toblerone from miles away. I ain't got one because if I opened it, he would be here. He's in McDonald's at the moment or somewhere getting a Mac Daddy. But he likes Toblerone. Let's just leave it at that. What's the food? Tin you need? I'm not meant to talk.
Tins. No tin. Oh no. Oh. A tin. I'm buying that. I'm buying it. One tin. For the next shot. Starving. Oh, got changed in it. Oh, I've only got an hour. No, hang on, I've got a nug. Have you?
That's not enough, that's $2.50.
I'm only a bloody purse, do I? I've got a rep to protect. People might see me with that and laugh. Thank you very much. One tea. Thank you kindly. Cheers. Tea. Oh. Oh, that door don't work. That's twice. Right, there's a location up here somewhere.
His location. What bloke? Oh, there he is, the boy. Get a selfie with him.
That's quite possibly the worst Hulk you've ever seen in your life. Look at him.
Hulk smash. I thought he was going this way.
Oh yeah. He's a bit green. Look at them teeth.
He's got to get a sandwich now. He needs to hurry up. He's probably eating it at the same time. He knows I ain't had nothing to eat. He won't buy me a sandwich. Car park runs out in 10 minutes. He's got to get a sandwich. I'm left standing here. 26 squirrel around me. Well, he's getting something to eat. I might as well go and do the car park on my own here. I feel like I'm on my own half the time of the day.
Hurry up, old chap. I want some tea and cakes.
But there's a lot of talk going around, and Val talks about this all the time. He believes he's descendant from royalty. He's gone on about this for years. At school they call him Jeeves. He had a butler called Butkiss. He thinks he's royalty. There's something in it that thinks he's royalty.
Hurry up, old chap. I'd like to go for a cup of tea.
And there's his royalty accent,
let's go for a cup of tea.
posh talking
I
there.
need to go and see my auntie, the Queen.
You're from Clapham. What? No one posh is from Clapham. So he thinks he's royalty. There's something he thinks he's royalty. He sees something that's called Boyle. He thinks it's named after him. His middle name's Edward. How more royal can you get than Edward? He's like Val, Edward II, Vince. I'm sick of his royalty. It's not royal. It's not royalty.
What? Hurry up, old chap. Behind these trees, up on the grassy bank, if you can see it, is the site. We could go up there and film because there's working going on where they've had to resurface everything. That site is the place where Adam tried his now infamous attempt to recreate the Leaning Tower of Pisa out of cocktail sticks. Now there was mass press release around it, there was big organisations donating money, the company that made cocktail sticks, they invested in him, lots of money put behind him. He then turned up on the day, there was press everywhere and everything. All he brought along was 5 of them little cartons of cocktail sticks. Now, pardon me, he was going to be life-size to scale. He didn't even have enough to do the first tier of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So he started, he put 2 in the ground, said I've had enough, walked off. The most disappointing thing, probably in his history, the fact that there was all this now, it was now infamous because of the fact is, do you remember that time when Adam Winch was going to recreate the Leaning Tower of Pisa up there out of cocktail sticks, blew it out after putting 2 in the ground? Disappointing. His most disappointing moment. Up there.
Help. No, seriously, help. No, seriously, help. But I'm taking this suit off. I can't walk around in this no more.
You look like a scruffy bastard.
I'm going to take this suit off.
Have you not done the ironing
Put that
today?
music in. Put that music in where this bit for the ladies.
See you again.
Always get freebies. There's a slip.
You got a freebie?
Freebie.
How'd you get out? How'd you pull that off?
Thanks.
No, I'm alright, thank you. Cheers.
It's like the vape juice side.
Is it?
Pipe.
Is it hot?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Oh.
Hey, swear. You're making a bit of a song and dance about it. he thinks it's a wine. He thinks it's a wine testing, eh? He just did.
No, because he's the first mouth. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting it. I don't know what I expected.
All he eats is apple juice with wheat spices and no sugars on the
He's so annoying.
I'm going to get me a bullet. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Do you having one?
That's really... I've got one nice place.
Have you?
Yeah. I might get something.
What's that? It's horrible.
It's disgusting.
You know, was it?
Yeah, shit.
Hello? Was it needed?
Just been in a tattoo shop, getting a design, 2 random sheets design. We're going to get joint tattoos on our backs. They reckon it's going to be so popular, the design they've come up with, it's going to be so popular that it's going to be a bestseller. Everyone's going to want one. So I think pretty soon, I can't tell you the design, but pretty soon you are going to see 2RS tattoos everywhere. And I think it'll be out of car stickers, a lot. The market's just unbelievable. It's, the global superstar is hard work, but these are the things we have to do. It's go to these tattoo shops. Canitizer. We're doing all these stories about each other. All I want is a canitizer. I bet he don't even mention the canitizer story whatsoever. He won't even mention that canitizer. I've been going on about it for ages. One of the most things I'm most well known about is the fact I can't find a canitizer.
You're doing it.
Huh?
You're doing it. You're still going on about canitizer.
No? We'll be doing
You're still going on about that canitizer. You're still going on about that. I will go and get live on camera a canitizer. Every
No,
shop sells
I won't
Tizer.
even talk about Tizer.
Every shop sells Tizer. I won't even talk. I will get a canitizer for you. Every shop sells Tizer. Get your Barry Boy film crew to follow me. I'll go and get the old.
All right.
These will have them.
Pad property care.
It's just sold out. I think. I think they sold out.
It's the solicitors.
I reckon these are.
Now someone's going to think you're breaking in. You look like you're about to break in. Solicitors.
Nah.
No, I didn't think so. You look like you was breaking in.
No, I think. Are we?
I'm not a very good cameraman.
I'll do my press work.
Oh yeah, you better go in there actually. Check the diary.
Last time I went in there, it weren't that good. I'm too big for that.
There's no I, it's we.
Church.
In the church?
It's like a little church, they didn't have it.
Is that right? Does it make you look fat? These tops make me look fat. All these positionings will look. He's got me ties up. He's got me ties up.
I ain't paid for it!
You ain't paid for it? Where you going? Where's he going? You ain't paid for me ties up.
They'll have there. Only a can of ties I should.
You know how much that cost me, really? £4. It was one of them American, you know them American shops? Yeah. £4.
So that title was an absolute nightmare, trying to find that. And
You know, it's everywhere now, in every shop it is.
Yeah, it's in the shop.
The lights back on.
It's in the shop event.
We're recording this back.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, next question, please. Got some glasses?
So are you two competitive with each other then?
Nah, not really.
Oh, are we?
We are,
Do you know
that race we had?
Yeah, the race was epic. The race was hilarious. There was paps everywhere.
Perhaps there.
Paps everywhere.
We just wanted to do. What did we
So,
show?
it was
About half a mile race, wasn't it?
more than that. We was just proving who was the fastest. That was a good race.
Who was the fastest?
I think he likes to try and set world records for silly things.
I've set a couple.
Almost random. To
Yeah,
use the word
pretty
today.
random, yeah.
The word du jour is random. It's the two random sheets.
But how about that one, that
Documentary.
But that record you had on the old fairground that I tried to beat, on the old
The obstacle course.
the obstacle course.
The child's obstacle course.
Have you even been to that obstacle course?
No, not since you tried to break the record.
I don't think it's possible.
So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I suppose we can be competitive, but not always with each other.
We're now at the obstacle course where Vincent used to play as a child. He holds the world record on this one for 47 years. He set the world record when he was 3. You start at one end, end at the other. The world record time is 29 minutes. That's what he told me anyway. I'm going to try, exclusive again, I'm going to try to beat the world record. Hold on. I'm just getting a feed, it weren't 23 minutes. It was 1 minute 23. I started it, that's the starting end, that's the end. We're going to try to beat it live. You got the time, Bill? You got the timer, Bill? Sure. I don't think I'm going to get on that bit. Give me a countdown, Bill. I don't think we're going to get much further. I've still got a minute left. Is this the finish?
If you wanted to just play, if you wanted to just have a play, you should have just asked. There's no world record, is there?
The record still stands.
There's no world record, is there?
Don't think so.
You just wanted to have a play.
Where's the nearest hospital? I think I might have hurt myself.
Yeah, we better go then. Park warden's coming.
Right, so there's been a lot of question marks in the past. Who's faster?
Me.
Or me?
We know
it's like
it's
David versus Goliath.
It's me.
Yeah, but you've got size and power, but I'm slick.
You're agile.
I'm slick and agile. I've got speed.
Let's run the race and see who wins.
We're going to do a race, 400 metres, see who wins.
All right.
I think I got it.
I think it was a tie. We'll have to do a warm down. Warm down, stretch your legs. One of them.
So what's in store in the future for the sheets then?
Oh, not much will be done soon, haven't we? I never want to see them again, to be honest.
I'm retiring as soon as the camera stops rolling.
Yeah, but to be honest, we've got a lot planned, haven't we?
We have. We're venturing more into YouTube stuff. Obviously, this is going to be a massive success. So on the back of this,
Oh, yeah, you already do like the reviews and stuff.
yeah, there'll be I would imagine there'll be a follow-up because they're offering us millions to do a follow-up.
Millions.
Adam's had to turn down an offer in a soap opera because you can't commit the time because of this.
Well, don't forget to give me your autographs before you go, because you're worth any money in a few years' time.
Yeah, we're not going to do them now, but if you come to the book signing, we talked about.
When I get a bit struggling at the end of the month, I do a quick signature, got a fake account on eBay, sell it, normally get about 6-7 pence.
Exactly, 6-7 pence per signature.
Yeah, per signature.
Per 10. Well, I'll have to check what mine is and compare it.
Yeah,
It goes back to being competitive.
Compare it. But if I sit there and do 1,000 of them, you do the maths.
£6.
Yeah.
Is it? Or is it £60?
I don't know.
It's something. It might be enough to buy some brand new camera.
You just do the maths and stuff like
So
that.
yeah, there is stuff in the future, forward sheets, but the podcast, America will continue. Yeah, we were hoping to do a tour of America, but that's a long way in the future.
Vegas. What's the record of like how many nights in Vegas? We'll probably easily beat that.
Elton.
Is anyone done it?
Don't know, probably.
He's probably done like 50 nights in a row. We're hoping to do 50.
We'll do about 180 nights in a row.
Oh, easy.
Easy, and we'll be mocked. We're like the Beatles out there in America. So that is a long distance America, but for now, book signings, local tours, more YouTube.
Whose
more
books are you signing then, Mark?
Anyone's.
Anyone who turns up, basically. But thanks for having us round to your lovely abode.
Yeah.
And
Always a pleasure, ever sure.
helping us out, and we're quite happy to any other future projects you get. We're quite happy to help and come along and help you out, basically.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, and thanks for the food and the drink. Sorry about all the interruptions. Right, thanks.
Yeah, let's give her a kiss. I've actually done. Who's this fella then?
The bear.
This is the bear.
The bear.
He's going to help us out with, what's he doing today, Val? Is he doing the starring, bro? Well, so I'm off, I've had enough.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go.
All right. I'll see
Thank you for having me, producer lady.
See ya.
See ya. God, get me out of here. Where's this door? I'm out. Gone. I ain't giving him a lift though. If he comes out in a minute, tell him he's got a taxi. He's run out of petrol. I've had enough of him for one day.
Has he gone yet? Has he gone? I hate him. I can't stand him.
Why?
It's been the longest 2 hours of my life.
Aww.
I hate him. He's doing my head in. It ain't going to last much longer on that, ain't. Bye then.
Bye.
Where's he gone? I wanted a lift. Where's he gone? Got to get the train now.
They wake up in the morning and brush their teeth. They bring out a podcast half asleep. They go to the toilet and after they eat, the only way to watch two random sheets. They live their lives on the road just to bring you some comedy gold. One's getting old but the other's getting old. The only way to watch two random sheets. They met some people on the road, some pretty famous and others are dopes. Ain't no scripts and just for jokes with copy stains all over their notes. They don't like British drivers, they don't like VIPs, they don't like full car parks, neither do we. They don't like lazy bastards when you can walk free. They don't like Christmas shopping, just buy it online like me. They go to sleep and brush their teeth. They finish a podcast half asleep. They go to the toilet, the only way to watch two random sheets.
28 miles to go.
We're going to piss this.
Easy. Easy.
27 miles to go.
27.
I don't think I'm going to make it.
Come on, Brian.
Search and rescue.
Come on, go on.
I seriously don't think I can make it.
Come on, just keep going.